Hi, girls. Welcome back to the Pink Podcast. This week, I have Kelsey on.
That's me.
This is an intro that we're shooting at the end because we didn't shut up. This episode is so long and fun, and we talked about our past, our boo things, men,
Our past,
Shira
our present,
7.
our future.
Yeah.
Shira 7 was a big chunk of it.
She was a big chunk. We talked about Blake Lively, things that we're not supposed to be talking about. We talked about sewing.
Things that we have no business knowing information on.
We're not qualified, but we talked about everything.
Everything in this podcast is alleged.
Yeah.
Even my
Alleged.
name.
Everything is alleged. We're not getting sued. Okay?
I'm allegedly Kelsey.
She's this is allegedly Wendy, and welcome to the Allegedly Pink Podcast. All right, girls. So we're gonna skip right into when we started yapping somewhere in the middle randomly, and I hope that you girls enjoy.
I do that on TikTok. Like, I'll go to start a TikTok video, and then I'll be like, no. My neighbors probably just hear me all day like, hey. No.
Literally
that
all
wasn't
the time.
good.
It's so cringy, and then then you start getting cringed out by yourself, and it's like, now I don't even want to do this anymore.
I know. Anytime I have to see my reflection back in the camera, I'm like, why do I even have an account?
Oh my god, it's so cringe.
Deleted yesterday.
But then if you're like, I'm sure if you're making like a TikTok of somebody, it's like you just say hey one time, and it's like you're like, okay, I'm gonna play it cool.
Yeah. Well, you have to, because once
Yeah.
you started, it's like, how embarrassing would it be if I was just like, no, that wasn't good.
I feel like with your bestie, you kind of can.
Yeah, totally.
But like other people, it's like, oh.
TikTok in general, my TikTok, thank God I don't have like my real name on there or anything, because I just for that being like the one that gets the most views and the most people see it, I say anything. I say things I don't even believe in on TikTok.
Really? I don't have you on TikTok, so I haven't seen like your.
Good.
No, I have to find you.
Dude, you know how like it'll match your contacts?
Yes.
So it'll be like, oh, do you want to follow this person? And it'll be like my high school teacher. I'm like, no, not really.
I literally have been wanting to get a new phone with no phone number just for a new TikTok, like a secret TikTok.
Like, I hope they're not giving this to these people, like my TikToks to these people.
They are.
Oh, they certainly are.
Even though you put like don't allow contacts, it still does it every single time.
I know. I'm sure people know way too much about me.
That's why I really want to do that. But like, it's like, damn, paying for a whole nother phone. Do not make a biscuit right now. Don't. I really am thinking of doing it because it really, like, I feel like I always think about what people are going to think when I make a TikTok.
I mean, they're going to find it eventually anyway. Even if you got another phone, like, there's no way. Like,
but then it would have to blow up. So it's like, by then it's like, okay, it blew up. And
that's how I felt in the beginning. I was like when TikTok was first around, I was like, oh, people aren't going to find this. No one's even really on TikTok at my age, you know?
Then everybody
and now
found
everyone
it.
is. And
yeah.
I've got TikToks from 2020 where I'm like,
I archived all of my TikToks. Like when TikTok first started booming and I was doing like all the cringy dances, like I'm
bad about that. I need to do that.
Oh my God. Like my biggest fear is like, if obviously hopefully the podcast blows up and then one day it's like oh Wendy, and then it's like people have saved like these videos of me like from back in the day doing the most cringy, and I swear it's like gross cringy. It's not even like cute cringy like dances. It's like I'm just cringy.
Well, we all were in 2020.
It was bad.
We had no socialization. We were all in COVID, you know?
Oh my God, it was
I was doing crazy shit back then. Like, I still do. And then in a year from today, I'm going to be like, why was I doing that?
No, that's true. I always look back and think something is cringy, but I don't know. Something about like those TikTok, like I was doing lip syncing. I was never like a dancer. Like I can't dance, but I was doing the lip syncing, and then like I was just so like expressive and like doing the most. And I would like, I had a job at the time, so I would just like, and this is when TikTok was starting to pop off, so it wasn't like how it is now where it's like there's like a vibe on TikTok, like you kind of know what's cool. It was just like random people on there. Like I didn't even, like half of the people I knew weren't even on there. So I felt like a secret account, like okay. And it was just like I was getting so much attention, like because nobody was really on the app. So I was like kind of like the first, you know, early bird gets a worm type of thing. You feel me? And so then I was just doing the cringiest things, and I had a job, so I would just like batch create content. I would make like 20 to 30 with the same outfit to different songs or to the same song, and then I would post my drafts like for like 5 days. And so it's like literally like 30 videos, same outfit, same songs, just doing the same thing. Like imagine how cringy that would be,
dude.
And it's out there, so somebody has to have saved a bunch of these.
Oh, it's still online. I know there are people who dislike me who have saved all my cringy TikToks. Like I'm positive of it,
and they're just waiting for the day.
No, they're sitting on it right now. Waiting for the day, the perfect time to drop it.
Yeah, babe. Oh my God. They're going to blackmail us.
Honestly, please. Like, I am the perfect person to blackmail because I'll admit to all of it if I haven't already. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, yeah, I did the Renegade in 2020. What now?
I wish it was a Renegade. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, No, like we have to show each other's like TikToks.
The bad TikToks.
You know, let's put one up. Let's put one up.
I'll find my worst one. I'll send it to you.
I'm not putting the worst one up. I'm just letting you know I'll put the best of the worst because
I'll put one of me dancing, but it won't be like the most cringy dance. It'll be cringy though.
I wish mine were dance. Like I just have never been able to do like a dance on TikTok.
I like to think I can, but then I watch the videos back and I'm like, maybe I can't either. I can like memorize the moves.
No, I don't think so. Because like you seem like you have some like rhythm. Like you seem like you know how to do a good TikTok dance.
I danced for a lot of years when I was a kid.
You? What do you mean? Oh, I can't do it. Like what?
I can do it, but it's like, have you ever seen that weatherman that's on TikTok and he like does all the dances? It's like getting your grandma to do the dance.
Who?
Can she follow the moves?
What weatherman?
There's like some weatherman.
He does dances?
Yes, like he's famous on TikTok because he like gets in front of the thing and he like does TikTok dances.
Oh my god!
And like he's older, you know, he's probably like in his 40s or something, but he kills it every time. But it's like also like kind of funny, like it's kind of ironic, you know, like he's doing the dance good, but
like
that's like kind of how I feel about my own TikToks. I'm like, I wasn't doing a horrible job, but it's not entertaining by any means.
No, please. Like I know you're lying. Like
I'll show you. I'll show you later.
We're gonna show the proof right here. Matter of fact, let's not even do the intro. We're gonna do an intro. This is like 5 minutes in. We're gonna just keep going, and you're gonna see the intro that you guys have watched that we shot at the end because we're not going back at this point.
Yeah.
But really, what bonded us? We were downstairs talking for a whole hour. Like we didn't even start the pod. We're supposed to start at 2. Right now it's 3:20, and we've been recording for 8 minutes. So we were like downstairs, literally not shutting up for an hour and a half.
There's so much to talk about.
So much. Like, who would have known? Mind you, we've only met each other in person, like, was it once? No, twice. Twice. And for like a couple minutes, and also like nightlife environment, so like so loud. It's like, hey, how are you? Like you screaming in each other's ears. Like,
I think the first one at Palm Tree, I'm pretty sure it was like lights on. Like they were getting everyone out. Yeah, and we're like sitting there kikiing.
Yeah, we're like, hey, miss ya. Mind you, that was our first time meeting in person. Like obviously we were following each other on Instagram, but so we've been like Instagram friends, as like all IG baddies are. It's like, oh, we've known each other from way back when.
I talk about my girls on Instagram as if they're my besties, as if I've known them for 10 years.
Mind you, we don't even know each other's like real names, which like Instagram names.
Literally. I haven't even met half these people and I'm like, oh, Sierra? Yeah, that's my girl. Like
that's exactly why I ended up calling Venus.
Yeah.
Because I knew her on Instagram for so long and I thought that was her real name. And then when I met her, I would just call her Venus, and she didn't. I think I heard her say some hi, I'm Elise, and I was like, what did you say? And that's how I found out her name was not Venus.
You know V.
Yes.
Yeah.
I never call her V.
I call her Katana.
Same.
I know.
Yeah.
I didn't even know her name was V until like way after the fact.
Venus told me that her name was Katana. I mean, that her name was V. And I was like, her name is V?
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, I went to high school with her. I'm like, her name was Katana, babe. She's like,
and she's such a Katana too. Like it makes perfect sense for her.
Katana.
No,
and Venus is Venus.
Yes, she is.
Venus is not Elise.
I need a new name.
Yes, me too. Okay, let's think of a new name.
Oh my God. I feel like I like Violet.
You would eat a violet.
I would eat a violet.
Yes.
That's my stage name. What would yours be?
I don't know.
I feel like it's gotta be like girly, like pink.
Oh my God, that's like what my bae calls me, Pink.
Really?
Yeah, my bae ex, whatever. Oop.
Which one are we on now?
You know what I'm talking. Well, he used to call me Pink.
Aw.
It was just so funny. And then he kind of had the idea to name it the Pink Podcast. I'm never going to give him credit again. This is the last time. First and last time. If you didn't watch it here, I'm never admitting to that again.
If you're watching right now, we're not giving you that much credit.
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah. This is the first and last time. It's because at first I called it the Wasted with Wendy podcast because Wasted was like is my clothing brand.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, ooh, www, like Wasted with Wendy.
Mm-hmm.
But then one day it kind of hit me and I was like, it sounds like we're drinking on the pod. And I was like sober at the time. I hadn't drank in 2 years. I was like, nobody's drinking on this pod. One.
Mm-hmm.
Two, like if I have to tell a stranger on the street, like, hey, I have a podcast, Wasted with Wendy, like, and it's not even spelled right. It's spelled like waste.
Yeah. It's giving a different vibe.
Yeah. And then it's like, who's going to remember to look up that podcast? And I was like, okay, I need something fast that I could be like, hey, my podcast is the Pink Podcast. Like that's so easy to remember.
Such a good name.
And it's relatable and the walls were already pink. So I was like, this is perfect. This is my favorite color. So I was like, okay.
I love the color pink. It's so not in my color palette.
Me neither. I didn't have any pink clothes until I started this pod.
You look good in pink.
Thanks.
I feel like it looks good with your complexion.
I think have you ever wanted to do like the...
Yes, I was just about to bring that up.
I love that shit.
That girl.
I didn't even have to finish. She's like, yes.
And she does like the color palette. Yes. I need it immediately.
Me too. I think I'm a true winter, if I had to guess.
can't keep up. She'll like show something and be like, now what do you think this is? And in my head, I'm like, spring. And she's like, winter. I'm like, wrong.
Same. I'm like, okay, so I know nothing.
No, I know nothing.
Got it.
She's a professional, not me.
No, yeah. No, I cheated a little bit. I put all my pics on ChatGPT and I was like, what do you think? And they were like, I think true winter, babe. Yeah, but also like pictures, like usually you have makeup on and like,
yeah,
you know how smart is really Chat. He's not putting all the fucking colors on you. Like,
I know. Do you see? She did it to Robert Pattinson the other day.
Yes, that's
major.
Exactly when you said that, I was like, oh, I was thinking about that
video. Yeah,
we're watching the same TikToks.
I know. We do share 7.
Oh my god, we were bonding downstairs over.
Love her.
Oh my god, all the men clicking off right now. The 5 men watching, they're gone.
Apologies for the offensive things that I'm going to say.
Yeah. Oops. No, but it's true.
She's a genius.
Okay. If you guys don't know who Shira 7 is, how do we describe her to the people?
She's the mother of all mothers.
Yes.
She's an icon.
Yes. She's the woman Jesus, for sure.
Essentially. It's gospel. She does like these videos where she'll talk about relationships, but in the most... I don't want to say feminist because it's not a feminist way.
It's the opposite of feminist.
Misandrist. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yes.
Right? Is that how you pronounce it?
You're asking the wrong person. I asked you for 5 minutes how to say Justin Baldoni. You're asking the wrong diva how to say any word. No, don't
I don't know. It's very like, I don't know how to explain it without.
Misogynistic? No, wait.
That's when you hate women. Misandrist is when you hate men.
And I'm logging off.
Anyway, you know what? All of the misses.
Yeah, it's something. We'll put the word right here.
Do you watch Drag Race?
No, but I've seen clips for sure.
Yeah, that's gonna be my drag name.
Okay, yes.
Miss Andry.
Okay, first of all, it's been 20 minutes. They're like, so who is she?
Who? Miss Andry?
No,
Shira 7.
We're so
Miss
far
Andry
gone.
is me. I am Miss Andry.
We're so far
now
gone.
Welcoming to the stage.
Hey.
Miss Andry.
Is she Violet? Who is she?
I don't know. I like both those names so much.
Maybe Violet's like the last name.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yes.
There already is a drag queen named Violet.
For real?
And she's my favorite. That's kind of why I picked it.
Oh, wow.
She's a fashion girly.
Okay, we're just recycling. Good.
I'll have to show you some of her stuff. You'd be a big
please.
fan. Yeah.
Okay, but Shira 7, she basically just kind of informs women what you should be like kind of expecting from men and how to get treated by a man, which, you know, I feel like our moms from this last century of mothers are like, be independent and like don't need a man for nothing. And Shira is like the mother of all mothers, and she's kind of like, hey, this is how a man should be treating you. And so we love her because she just reminds us of our worth and kind of gives you like a little script as to like, you know, how to get men to treat you right.
If you're a man and you're listening to the Pink podcast, don't look her up because you're going to hate it. But
yes,
she's very smart.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah.
And she knows what she wants and she knows how to get it, and she does.
And she does.
It's not for everybody, but.
It's for the girls.
It's for the girls.
It's for the girls.
It's certainly for us.
No, there's like another one. I don't know her name, but she has like big lips. Have you seen her?
There's another. Oh, yes.
Okay.
What is her name?
I don't know. She has like blue eyes.
It starts with an M, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, she's a good one too.
Yes, she is. Anyways, these girls, we were bonding over Shira downstairs because we have we're relationship girls, both of us, and
it's unfortunate.
We have had some exes that maybe weren't up to par with like what a real true man is. As we all have. What's up with women nowadays just like dating men that like don't deserve to be dating us, you know?
They never do.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of a byproduct of it, like you said, that generation of feeling like you need to be independent and stuff. And you should be. Like, if you like, absolutely, you know?
Yeah.
If you want to have a family and focus your life on raising a family, do it. If you want to have a career and focus your life on having a career, do it. It's just, I think a lot of women don't realize that they have options, you know, like you don't have to do one or the other. You can do a little bit of both, or, you know, there's no shame in going one way or the other. I'm like a big fan of motherhood. I personally don't want to be a mother, but
you don't want to be a mommy?
I don't think so.
You give mommy.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm very like responsible. It's not that I don't want to. I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
I think maybe when the right man like just makes you feel like, you know, brings you into that side of your maybe not. Maybe you're just a slave forever.
I don't know. I like just give such like Samantha Jones like rich aunt vibes.
You do give that, but I feel like there's like a mothering in there.
Yeah, I could definitely take care of kids, like if it happened, you know. Yeah, I think it would take like perfect storm for me to like want to have kids. Sure. Oh, my mom would hate that.
Really?
Yeah, of course. I'm the oldest, so my family is like
you are already
any day
a mom.
Now. Girl, I'm tired.
Okay, I feel you.
I'm
You're retired now.
retired. Yeah.
You're retired.
I raised 2.
Yeah, for sure.
They're 25 and 22.
Oh my God. You know what? You do deserve some time off.
I know, right? It's only been like 10 years.
That is such a... I'm a little sister, so...
Oh, really?
I wouldn't even know how it's like, you know, I was like the one... But I was being abused. Like, I was like, go fetch water. Like, I was being the fetch girl.
Yeah.
So, but I loved it, you know?
I don't think... I was definitely the sibling that pulled out a knife. Like, I was definitely like, you ever heard that?
No. Guys, I have to go. I literally have an appointment and I forgot. Kelsey, was so nice having you on the pod. Thank you for coming.
Literally, I'm like, I got it in my pocket right now. My sister sent me this TikTok the other day that was like, you know that trend that's like, oh, you're so funny, like, thanks, whatever.
Yes,
and it's to that
yes.
5 Sauce song.
Mm-hmm.
She had sent me that and the caption was like, you're so funny, thanks, I was the sibling with the knife. Apparently not every sibling dynamic, but like every sibling at some point someone pulls out a knife.
Guys, comment down below if you
if you were the sibling with the knife and you relate, let me know.
If you're Kelsey's sister and you need help, just comment. We'll get it.
I didn't stab them. I was just like, I had a butter knife and I was like, if you guys don't calm down.
Okay,
like,
butter knife is cute. That's a slay.
Yeah, I think I was like 10. Like,
okay.
It wasn't like.
No, that's so funny though.
Yeah.
But you weren't much older than them. So I feel like that makes a difference. Because my sister was 6 years older than me. My brother was 7. So it's like they're a little bit more mature. Like I was really little sister, like literally like being babysat.
My siblings like are all like a year and a half-ish apart.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, no, you guys are definitely.
They would get on my nerves constantly.
Yeah, that's
One time
valid.
we like split my brother's lip open.
Oh,
he had to get stitches because me and my sister, we would have him hold on to the side of the couch and we would hold him by his feet and swing him around. And he fell down one time.
Mind you, she said like nothing bad ever happened. Like, let's play back. She said, no, I never stabbed them. Her brother was bleeding.
I did bust his lip though.
Wow.
Oh, and one time I pushed him into the freezer doors at Publix and he got a nosebleed.
Oh my God. Did he ever abuse you back?
Mentally.
Okay, valid.
Mentally tortured me.
He's like, you're fat and ugly and everybody hates you. Yeah.
One time he was like, sorry, Shane, but one time he was like, yeah, this is why your boyfriend broke up with you.
Oh, that's perfect though. That's like, what else would you want a brother to say?
He was kind of right.
Hey, he ate you up.
Listen, I fixed that behavior real quick.
Nice. What's his zodiac?
A Cancer.
Yeah.
So you.
Are you a Sag or a Cap?
A Sag.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a Leo.
You're a Leo?
Yes.
I love Leos.
I love Sag. My dad's a Sag.
My dad's a Leo. What are the odds?
Oh my God. Are we sisters in another life?
Might as well be.
Okay.
I'm pulling the knife on you next.
No. I literally have to go. Guys, I'm calling 911.
Oh my God.
Wait, what's your mom?
She's an Aries.
Oh my God, you triple fire?
Dog, it was a nightmare.
Are you okay?
And then Cancer over here and Libra.
Oh my God, who was a Cancer?
My brother.
Oh.
And my sister's a Libra.
Oh, that's sweet though.
Yeah.
Oh
Me and my
God.
sister are like.
But you, your mom, your dad?
Oh,
how did they get along? First of all, how did that even happen?
I don't know that they did, to be honest with you.
They definitely pulled out some knives on each other.
Dude, I don't know.
Hello?
I don't know. My sister is the glue that holds that family together, I swear to God. Between
Definitely
all of us being
Libra
fire
activity.
and then my brother's a Cancer.
You know.
She was always like, guys, stop.
Oh, I love that. No, my mom's a Cancer, so that's kind of funny.
Yeah? Wait, so you're
my dad's
Cancer
a Sag.
and Sagittarius.
Yeah.
And now how did that work out?
I mean, no. Anything Sag, it's like, you guys are toxic.
Yeah, Sag is tough.
Sag men are like insane.
Never had the displeasure of having to meet one.
Me neither. My dad, though, for sure.
Yeah.
And that's all I ever needed to see. Oh, my brother. My brother's a Sag. My dad's twin. Yeah.
No.
Wouldn't recommend.
Nightmare.
I mean, he's nice to his girl, I guess. They're nice. I mean, I haven't been there when they're arguing. I've seen my dad argue with my mom for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Wouldn't recommend.
Yeah, I don't really know that many Sag men. Honestly, I always do this thing where I'm like, oh, Sag men, Leo men. I'm like, Leo men are the worst. And
Leo
then I just
men are
like
actually the worst.
I go through the line to where it's like just all of them. You know, like
right.
who is safe?
I don't know.
I don't have an answer.
I have never met one.
Who was a good zodiac to be a man?
They don't exist.
I don't think so either.
Anytime you say any zodiac and it has a man, everybody's like, oh, of course they're horrible. Doesn't even matter what you put in front of it. Like Cancer man, like, oh, Leo man, ooh,
when
Pisces
you watch like those zodiac videos on TikTok and it'll be like
the best zodiac man today.
It'll be like Pisces women. they're caring and they're soft and they're nurturing.
Yeah.
Pisces men will terrorize your home.
Literally
flood your house. It's like that for every single sign.
They never say anything positive about any men.
Even if they're trying to say something positive, it comes off like not positive at all.
It's like, yeah, they mean well, but they are going to murder you in your sleep. Okay.
Yeah, they care so much about you that they are going to show up to your house unannounced if they think a guy is over. Like,
literally.
Living with a boyfriend is such a bad idea.
Yeah.
I've never seen it work out well.
I've lived with 2 boyfriends, and honestly, like, living with a boyfriend is like, at the end of the day, because we're women, it just becomes somehow like a little bit of a parenting moment where women, we just can't help it but to be moms.
Yeah.
And men can't help it but to get mothered.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Every time.
I agree with you.
Every time. And like, that's how it is for like my mom. Any girl that I know that lives with like their man. And I think, we blame the men, but honestly, we start mothering real quick.
I agree.
We're the problem.
Yeah.
Because if we just didn't mother, they wouldn't be babied.
That's kind of part of my issue too, is I do love to mother. Like,
yeah. I'm telling you, you would eat the mother thing up.
I agree. I don't even think it's like that I necessarily like to mother. I just don't like to live in certain conditions. And they're not doing it, so I'm going to have to do it,
Yeah.
It takes so much more of my mental energy to sit a man through and be like, this is soap. This is a sponge. This is how you wash the dishes. I'm too old to be doing that.
And they're not going to even do it right anyways.
They're not going to do it right. Then they're going to be like, I don't know. I don't think I can do it.
I don't do it as good as you.
Yeah.
Like, it's so much better when you do it.
It's so much better. And you're right. It is better when I do it. Why?
Because you're not trying.
Learn to clean up after yourself, babes.
Please.
I'm tired of it.
Or you know what? At least go do all, like, keep my car clean. Like,
oh my God.
Go sweep the roof.
Go sweep the roof.
Thank you. Go do all the outside things. Yes. Please.
I know that there are certain things that I have no interest in learning how to do. Mowing the lawn is one of them.
I'm gonna keep my traditional roles. Like, I am not taking the trash out. I'm so sorry.
I hate
whoever, like, all the ladies watching that like don't mind like switching roles. Yay for you. But I'm not doing any of the manly things. Like, I'm not taking out the trash. I'm not mowing no lawn. I'm not washing no car. Hello?
Yeah.
No, not for me. Like, I just can't. Like, imagine. No.
If you want me to act like a man, I'm going to start acting like a man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm going to take it all the way there.
I'm going to take it all the way to the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't want that.
I'm turning it out.
So let's not do that.
No, yeah. I'd be a better man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He ends up wearing a wig. We're just completely switched.
Yeah. Wear your heels while you vacuum. You know what I'm saying?
Bye. No. But we definitely always end up mothering, which is like such a toxic thing from us.
I've lived with one boyfriend. A horrible experience.
She's like never recommending.
Never recommend that.
It was
me and him and a third roommate.
Yeah.
A girl.
The roommate?
Yeah. The roommate.
The roommate.
That was such a nightmare situation. First of all, I want to make this very clear to all the viewers at home. If you think for a second that you're going to live with a girl and your boyfriend, wrong. I don't care what she looks like. He's gonna fuck her. He's gonna fuck her.
And the truth came out.
Girl, I say it until I'm blue in the face.
Oh my God.
I don't care. Like, no, they need to be warned because
that is crazy.
I too was naive at one point and I was like,
she took a huge risk. She lived with a man and with her friend. And girls, the worst case scenario happened.
Better friend to him than me. I'll tell you that much.
And then it ended up where nobody wanted to go.
Yeah. Ended up, I came home from work one day and there was an odd number of laundry from both parties on the couch.
Literally a movie. Can you describe that day to us? Like, give us a story. Give us a plot.
Yes. So I lived with those two. The girl was like my friend for like 6 months. Like, I kind of barely knew her. And she was having issues with her roommate. And she was saying the roommates were the issue. She needed somewhere to live. Coming to find out, the roommates had an issue with her and were kicking her out. I was like, yeah, girl. Me and my boyfriend are about to move in together.
Come on.
Let's get a big apartment. Let's do it. Hype house. Like, we'll all live together.
The TikToks.
Yeah. I was like, why not content house? Let's all live together.
Oh my God.
So we did. And I was the only one living on my own really at that point that had my own furniture. And so like it was all my shit. And then we all moved in together. Shortly, we stopped being friends, me and the girl.
Yeah.
Catty stuff, like got into an argument or something, stopped being friends. I shit you not. me and this dude broke up. Within like a few weeks, they started fucking. And like I had an idea. It's not like I had no idea. Like, I'm not stupid. Like,
women's intuition.
Yeah. I already kind of had like a thought in the back of my head that they were doing that. And then one day I came home from work and it was like just a strange conglomerate of laundry on the couch. Like one bra, one of his underwear, one of hers, like
do we need any more proof? Like,
hooker. And they tried to sell me that they were doing laundry together.
And did you eat that up? Did you believe it?
No, but
I let it slide.
I kind of let it slide. Like I didn't have any proof. So I was like,
that is all the proof.
I said it in my mind. I was like, I'm going to find hard proof. Today is the day I'm going to find this hard proof.
Okay.
I went through his phone while he was sleeping and I didn't find anything. Like, I mean, they were texting and stuff, but
mind you, they're
friendly.
talking in person. Mind you, they live in the same house. Why would they text?
Exactly. Couldn't get enough of each other, I guess. I don't know.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I didn't find really any evidence. And then one day he was like, I want to ask you to be my girlfriend again. And I was like, okay. And then he was like, but I need to tell you something first.
Oh my God.
And I was like, great. So yeah.
Oh my God.
He was like, yeah, we be hooking up. I was like, yeah, I kind of saw that.
And you guys were all still living together when...
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh girl, I didn't tell you the other half of this story. It gets much better. So
yay. Part two. Because I had already heard basically downstairs.
Yeah.
Give me a part two.
So him and I'm like moving my shit out. I'm like, I don't know where I got to go stay, but I'm staying with somebody else. I start packing my shit. We start arguing. Neighbors call the cops. He gets like Baker acted. Like
long story short,
he gets sent away.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets sent away for sure. And I'm like, thank God.
Right.
Like,
locked
perfect.
away diva.
Now I'm like, okay, I got to deal with this bitch. Like, what are we going to do about this situation?
Yeah.
And she wasn't at the house at the time. So I had left.
Wait, so she didn't know that you knew?
No,
yet?
She didn't know that I knew yet. And I called her. I went to my friend's house. I stayed at my friend's house and I called her and I was like, all I said was, I know what you did. It's in your best interest to get the fuck out of the house before I end up meeting you there.
Oh my God.
And I don't really know what happened. I never spoke to her again. That was the last time I ever spoke to her.
Yeah.
And she, from my understanding, which I found out way later after the fact because I had like left, she then moved in with our neighbors who are also our friends. They were part of the friend group, right?
Uh-huh.
So there was like this guy, he was dating this girl, another couple. And so she moves in with them.
No.
And the couple knew what had happened between us and still let her live there. I think you see where this is going.
No, it's not going there.
Sister, I can't make it up.
Oh my God.
She started hooking up with the boyfriend over there too.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and broke them up.
She's a thought slayer, basically.
Dude, you know what?
Damn.
She would love Shara 7.
She would love. She's just like effing other people's boyfriends and like
not a girl's girl at all. It was like it brought me so much joy though, because the girlfriend that they moved in with, shit talked me on Twitter. Like she went on Twitter and was like, not her fault that your boyfriend has community dick or something like that.
Oh, and that's exactly what you get, you idiot. I hope you're watching this.
It was instant karma. It was awesome.
Oh my God. How long did it take? Like, how long were they living together before
they started hooking up?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't know the full details because, again, I'm not friends with any of these people anymore. Obviously, like, I'm out of the friend group at that point. But someone had told me, like, months later that this has happened. So they only lived together for, like, a few months. So it had to be, like, a month or two.
Oh my God, what a beautiful end of the
beautiful story.
What a gorgeous story.
I think we've all learned something.
Write a book. Mind you, first of all, we have to start calling her the legend, because how does she do this twice in a row? She's a neighborhood legend.
I'm gonna be honest with you, iconic. Like
she likes what she likes and she's conquering.
You know what? If you are into other people's boyfriends, at least she's doing it. You know, at least she's succeeding.
And mind you, actually, she's kind of, first of all, how dare we not call her a girl's girl? Because she's literally doing you guys the favor of showing you that your men aren't shit.
You know what?
She's a real girl's girl.
She was doing community work. Yeah.
Yes.
I think maybe that's really beautiful.
Should we apologize to her?
If you're watching this,
public apology.
She would never watch this, but if you were watching this, I have her blocked on everything. So
she watches you from her spam.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. If you're watching this, you know what? Kind of iconic.
Yeah,
I'm kind of into it.
We were wrong, and you're a slay, and we want you to keep doing what you're doing, the Lord's work, by exposing these nasty men. I mean, you're taking your own L, but we love you so much. Thank you.
You know what? You might be hooking up with some of the most desperate guys in Orlando, but you did me a favor.
Yes.
And I applaud you for that.
Yes. Somebody has to take out the trash.
Girl.
Thank you, queen. I can't believe, like, she's so good at this.
Honestly, like, I almost like want to talk. I want to call her and be like,
Oh my
are there
God.
more victims?
Part 2 of this episode of this pod, we'll have
call
her on.
her.
No, we have her on.
Oh my God, we should have her
Please,
on. I would love.
Okay, if anything, like, we might actually need to pay her, but like, if we pay her, you think she'll come? Like, we split it? No, please. That would be so iconic. We have like the Thought Slayer in person.
Oh my God.
And we mean this with love. Like, Thought Slayer with love. Like,
no, yeah, like
with love.
You are my sworn enemy, and I hope you know that. But also need to have the conversation.
But also with utmost respect. Button to the top.
In hindsight, I mean, this happened like 4 years ago, probably at this point. Like, in hindsight, I'm like, you know what? Slay.
Yeah. Thank you. Like,
Yeah.
and we shout her out. And we put her Instagram. Guys, go follow this queen.
Yeah. Dude, you know what else is funny? She had a podcast.
No, she didn't.
Sister.
About what?
I don't know. I guess all the boyfriends she's fucking, I don't know.
Please.
Like, I have
endless
no idea.
episodes.
I don't know.
No way she had a podcast.
Yeah.
Like a legit podcast, or are you talking about like a TikTok mic podcast?
Oh, it was like TikTok mic podcast.
Oh, okay.
We
Yeah,
did it
yeah.
in my bedroom closet. Like,
TikTok mic podcast for sure.
it was her and her friend, who was like our friend. And then she had me and my ex at the time, the one when they started hooking up. Before they started hooking up, we were still together.
You guys were on the pod?
Yeah.
I'm crying. Please, let's find this footage
No.
right now.
I wish it was still around. I tried to look for it, but I can't find it. I don't think
Oh
it
my
exists anymore. I think they took
God.
it down. But girl, they, like I was telling you earlier, like, I'll tell everyone my business because, like,
Yeah.
I'm going to get it out there before anyone else does. You
Right,
know,
right,
like, I'm
right.
getting ahead of it. So I'll say anything. And we got on this podcast, me and my ex-boyfriend, and she started, like, they asked us a bunch of, like, super invasive questions, like, about, like, our, like, sex life and stuff like that.
Oh.
And I told him the tea. Like, I told him the whole truth. And a lot of the truth is that we were not. And I think she took that as advice. I think she said, oh, you guys aren't? I got something for you.
Oh my God. She said, I got you, King.
I got you, King.
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 I hate that she's doing you like this. I got you. Oh my God. She's really is like a community service queen legend.
No, yeah. Honestly, you're really changing my perspective on this. Like,
And if she already had a pod, like, she will love this.
that's what collab. Like,
Please.
collab the pod.
Shout out for shout out.
Follow for follow.
Please, TBH, rate me. Thank you.
TBH. I wish that was still around. We should do that in
let's
our
bring it
adult lives.
back.
Yeah.
You and I, we bring it back today.
TBH and rate me.
TBH and rate me?
Yeah.
Oh my God. No, wait. Actually, it would be such a funny post.
No,
like,
yeah.
on our stories, no context.
I'm going to make that my next Instagram caption.
Please.
Yeah.
Rate for rate.
Follow for follow, rate for rate.
Oh my God. I used to be so hurt when somebody would say an 8 because I knew they really meant like a 7, but with love.
I would almost never do that because I was not prepared to hear the truth.
Me neither. I used to always pick the TBH.
Yeah, me too.
Because it used to be like rate or TBH.
Because they would always say something nice, even if they didn't necessarily
TBH,
like you.
you're cool. I don't know you, but you're cool.
Yeah. And I would have all these people on my timeline like, you're cool. And I'm like,
On Kick?
you guys see that?
On Kick or Facebook? Mine was Kick.
Facebook. I had Kick. I got catfished on Kick when I was like in middle school.
Yeah, by a man, of course.
Who was behind the profile? I don't know. But it was like, I was so stupid back then. Like, I wasn't super involved with social media because my parents wouldn't allow me to be on social media, hence the Kick. And this guy had like DM me randomly or message me. I don't even know what it kicked.
Whatever, yeah.
And his profile picture, he kicked me. His profile picture was like one of the Janoski, like, what are they called?
I don't know.
Those boys that were like really famous on YouTube during like middle school.
Oh my God.
Janowski,
I don't know who you're talking about, like a famous
yes,
YouTuber.
it was like what is that thing that Cameron Dallas and all of them were in?
Like a...
It starts with an M. I keep wanting to say MAGA and it's not.
I don't know, but
it was like one of those groups of like hot boys.
Yeah.
And they would do like vines and stuff. And I was like, this guy is so cute. And one day, oh my God, so humility. I was like going to my friends and I was like, you won't believe who's messaging me. Oh my God. And like I showed them and they were like, Kelsey, he's a celebrity. He's on YouTube. Yeah.
Did you believe them or did you just like stay like, no, you guys don't know him like I know him?
I kind of believed them. Like they showed me evidence like that this guy's famous. And I was like, yeah, but I feel like it's him. And they were like,
you didn't know that it was a famous guy at the time.
No.
You thought it was just a hot guy.
Yeah.
Okay. So you weren't like stupid.
It was still pretty stupid. It was a grainiest picture that was so clearly a YouTube still. Like,
yeah.
But at the time I was like, okay, so he's famous and he's talking to me. Now what?
Period.
Like,
and you're jealous.
You guys are jealous.
Yeah, and you're trying to ruin it for me.
No, literally.
That's so funny. I don't think I ever got catfished like growing up. Maybe I did, and I just like can't remember, and I blocked it out.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time that you seen like a nude from a man?
Omegle.
Oh no, I never did that. But do you remember your reaction? No.
I remember the first time it happened to me on Omegle.
Oh, but that's like creepy though.
Oh yeah, as hell.
No, like I had like a boyfriend at the time like send me one, and I remember vividly like crying to my sister saying like, it's so ugly. Like I was like, I think I'm a lesbian. Like I don't like that stuff. And she was like, it's okay, honey. Like it's always weird at first. But I remember like sobbing, like thinking like, am I a lesbian? Like because it was so weird to look at it at first. I had never seen
I feel
one
today.
Right.
I
like,
still feel that way.
Cry.
And I still cry every time.
Oh my God. I can't believe you've seen one. I never did that stuff. I was always too scared to do Omegle,
I had
whatever
a couple
it's called.
Badass friends that were like, okay, let's get on Omegle. And I was so like, my parents wouldn't let me on social media. I was barely allowed to have internet access.
Oh my God.
So like anytime I go to my friends and they were like, oh, you want to go on Facebook? You want to go on Omegle? I was like,
yes,
yeah. Duh.
Thank you. That's so creepy.
They used to have this like, I forget what it was called, but it was like these little cartoon characters and like it was like a world and you could play around and you could like Club Penguin.
Okay.
But you could cuss on there.
Oh.
And like say adult things. And I'd be on there with my like, my avatar and it was like, big tits, pink hair. Like,
oh my God.
Like
on
something
her 2 hours
a
of 14-year-old
would put on there. yeah. Like
she's like, I'm gonna be a whore for the next hour.
I got a Von Dutch hat on in my virtual world. I'm like 13.
At least you were slaying though.
I was eating down.
Yeah. Period. Okay, so something else that you were telling me when we were downstairs, we're done with the Club Penguin thing now, was like that you were dating some guy at some point that was like trying to control like what you were wearing and how you were posting and like same. So we're kind of like, oh, trauma bond. Like, yeah. Why do they feel like it's like, why are they comfy telling us like what they want when it's like you shouldn't be ordering anything, babe?
I'm like a big believer in, I don't think anyone should be telling women how to dress, period. Right. I don't really think there's any time where that's appropriate. Yeah. But I do like understand boundaries and I can like, you know, value somebody's comfortability level to a certain extent. But like you were saying, like if we're, we better be married. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like there better be a rock in sight somewhere if you want me to like cut off certain people or stop dressing the way I dress or stop posting the way I post. Like my confusion is where men will purposely go after these women who look good on Instagram, who dress a certain way because that's what they're attracted to. Yeah. But then the second that they have them, they no longer want them to be like that. Right. That's what's confusing to me. Then just go after a girl who doesn't have an Instagram. Right. Go after a girl who doesn't post like that. I don't understand why these men keep going after these girls that they know are going to act like that. It's confusing to me. Yeah. I mean, I think obviously they're like attracted to like the baddies. Yeah. But then it's like, okay, if you start dating somebody and you're like, hey, like, when you're in the dating and talking phase and they're like, hey, like, I'm really attracted to you, this and that, like, what I see for my future, like, you know, like, if they would tell you that from the like, in the front of the, you know, like, yeah, up front, like, okay, yeah, this is, like, what I'm comfortable with in a relationship, like, I don't know how you feel about it, like, you know, but if we're gonna be exclusive or serious, like, I would rather you not be, like, you know, like, this is not what I feel comfortable with when I'm with someone. Okay, then now you can, like, assess the situation. Right. But it's different when they wait and they, like, because, like, at that point, you could be like, okay, if this guy is, like, worth it to you or whatever, you might be like, you know what, like, okay, like, I don't mind, like, maybe changing my, like, you know, sacrificing this for that, you know? It's different when they've been dating you for, like, a year, and then now they want you to, like, hey, like, by the way, like, the way you dress and, like, act, like, and it's like what you're saying, like, it's not like you guys are getting more serious or like about to get married. And it's like, hey, now that we're having children, maybe let's not post. I completely agree with you. Bikini. Like, it's not even like a change of like lifestyle. And they're like, should we? It's just randomly, like, no. And it's not like, it's always like the people who should like who have the least, like, I guess, right to say, because like what you're saying, like, nobody has the right. But if anybody really didn't have a right, it's always the ones that are saying it. Yeah. Always. It's just, I don't really understand why anyone cares how people dress anyway, or like how they post. I don't think that should like really have anything to do with like the value, I guess, of a woman, which I don't even like saying that because it's reductive. But yeah, like it's one of those things, like my situation with one of my exes is like, it was one of the saddest breakups I've ever been through. Yeah. And it's still really hard on me just because I liked him a lot. Like, he's so nice. There was nothing particularly wrong with our relationship. It was just one of those things where we didn't agree on like major things like that, you know, like I want a woman who's going to be a little more conservative with the way they dress. I'm not like that, you know, like I don't think I'm like completely out there, but I'm definitely not, you know, Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah. My Handmaid's. No, babe. Not me.
Definitely not Amish. So it was just like really hard because what do you do when you love somebody so much and they're so kind to you and, you know, treat you respectfully and you love everything about them as a person, but nothing about them necessarily coincides with what you want for yourself.
Yeah.
That's like the hardest.
Yeah.
Because usually when I go through breakups, it's like, okay, you slept with my roommate or, you know, like,
like
it's always
full
something.
Deal breaker.
Yeah, full deal. Cheated on me. Like it's a full deal breaker. I hate them afterwards.
Yeah.
The worst ones are when you don't hate them.
Yes.
You love them and they're awesome. And I know that like he's going to end up with a girl that fulfills all those things that I couldn't fulfill for him. And that makes me sad. But at the same time, I feel like it's disrespectful to yourself to dim yourself to fit what a man wants out of his own life, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, okay, the topic of like what to wear and this and that, like, it's not that like I think anybody should tell somebody what, but I do I do see why a man, like the same way that we expect certain things from a man.
Yeah.
Like I understand why a man who like, how we were talking downstairs, like women, we value like being like security and being provided for and whatever, like how they value like the sense of loyalty.
Yeah.
And I understand why like a man who's like a real man who might be like, okay, like to me, loyalty would be you not like being extremely provocative or this way or that. And again, that's like specific values that somebody may or may not have. That's not to say like every man who's like a good man has to have the, you get me? It's almost like religion. Like some people believe in that, some people don't care. So it's like if they care about that, okay, like I understand why that might be like true to someone. And it's not like, I don't even think it makes a man like mean to just say like, oh, hey, like, when you guys are talking, like, these are my preferences. Like, I know this is kind of your, is this going to be a problem?
Right.
That's, like, to me, like, honest and fair because if they do certain things, let's say, like, he doesn't think it's bad to go out with his friends to, like, I don't know, the strip club.
Right.
And to you, it's, like, that's, like, you don't feel comfortable with that.
Yeah.
That doesn't make you, like, a bad woman or something or controlling.
No,
that
everyone's allowed to have
preference.
whatever boundaries they want to have.
If their preference is like their ideal woman not posting a certain way, that's their preference.
Totally.
But they shouldn't bring it up as a weapon halfway through the relationship.
Also, the sacrifices have to be made on both sides. If you want me to sacrifice something of myself, which is, you know, not dressing the way I like or not posting the way I like or whatever it is, I would expect you to make some sort of sacrifice for me on the other end. You know what I'm saying? It just, a lot of times feel like women get the bad end of the stick when it comes to like making sacrifices. It's always these women. And I have been through the ringer with seeing like these beautiful, smart, successful women just dim their light and give everything to this man that wants them to cut everything that makes them themselves out of their lives. And I refuse to do that, like by any means.
Especially like our online presence is like our job for some women. Like, and not to say if it's not your job, it doesn't, that you're not, you shouldn't post how you want, but it's like another layer because you tell me, oh, I don't want you to post like in a bikini. At least for me, it's like, I have a bikini brand. Like, so who's going to show off these bikinis? And like
totally agree.
You were doing like nightlife and X, Y, and like, things that correlate to how you post in like your online presence. So it's like, you're kind of telling me to like
affect my work,
my job.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's not, so it's like what you're saying. Okay. If you're going to be like, hey, I don't want you maybe doing this anymore. Not at the point that we're in our life. This is my proposition. Like, I'll be taking care of you. You don't have to worry about this. Maybe you can find it. Do you want this? You know what I mean? It's kind of like a offer.
Yeah.
It still shouldn't be like
nightlife is a interesting one because a lot of guys are like that where they're like, oh, well, I don't want you in nightlife anymore, but they're not presenting any alternative. You know, like,
so you want me to go be a nurse? Like, I don't have any, babe. Like,
I went to nursing school.
Oh my God. You hated it?
Oh yeah, I hated it.
Yeah. I feel like so many girls try to go to nursing school and then it's like,
I went when I was like freshly 18.
Oh my God. Parents wanted you to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom's a nurse.
Oh my God.
They were so sad when I dropped out.
It's like my parents were sad when I like didn't pursue like law school. I want to pursue it when I'm older, like Kim K type of like vibe, like do it as like a passion, like a life passion, because that's really my passion. But I didn't want to do it with my youth. I don't want to spend like 8 years like locked away in a room like reading books. Like,
growing up, I always wanted to be a lawyer. But then once I got to be like 18, I was like, oh, this is a lot of years of school.
Yeah, you're like, maybe later. Maybe we'll wrap around to that.
We'll come back around. We'll circle back to that.
It's a lot. And it's like your most fun years like locked away.
Oof. And I feel like it's, worth it to some people. Yeah. But
well, we were like, not right now for us. Yeah, no. I really don't understand. Like the whole man thing, like when I had gotten away from that ex, to me, it was like so liberating because, I mean, I was doing wasted apparel. Like right now, I still do wasted, but at the time, that was like my main priority and like my baby. And I was like, what do you mean I can't post a picture now? Yeah. And you're not giving me a hard time about this. Like,
yeah. And you just get stuck between like a rock and a hard place. Yeah. Where it's like, I started questioning myself. Like, there was a point in time where I started blocking like family members or friends that knew me from childhood because it had started to make me subconsciously feel so bad about myself. Yeah. Like I was like, well, if he thinks this is like way too provocative, even though I didn't view it as that. Yeah. If he's thinking it's provocative, then is everyone else around me thinking that it's provocative? Like, do people think a certain way about me that I don't want them to,
Yeah.
It just made me really insecure about myself.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Them type of men need to go somewhere else.
Prison.
Please. Speaking of men doing things that they shouldn't do and being a little controlling, Blake Lively.
Oh my gosh.
Justin Baldoni and what's his name? Ryan Reynolds.
Get into it. Yeah.
Let's get into it. We never really talk about tea on the pod. Like, this is kind of like a more wholesome pod. But this tea is too hot. And it kind of fits the theme. And her and I were like, everybody's watching this unfold. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's catch the people who may not know what's happening. Specifically my mother. My mother's she's like, Justin.
Oh, no, your mom's watching?
My mom watches every episode.
Girl, I have been.
No, she loves it.
Okay.
No, like we did a Valentine episode where like a bunch of girls were on the pod. Like I once one mic, 10 girls. It was crazy. But she literally watches that one back like she replays that one and we're all telling her craziest like dating stories and like no, she's like a girl.
That makes me feel better.
Yeah, but she loves watching and she loves critiquing me. She's like, I hate that episode. Don't do it. Sometimes I'll talk about self-help like 2 episodes in a row and she'll be like, don't do that anymore. I'm tired of the self-help. Talk about something else. Oops.
She wants a tea. She wants to hear something interesting.
So here you go, Mom.
We're going to give it to you.
And we just watched it. So, okay, we watched, remember when we watched It Ends With Us, that movie?
I saw it too.
You watched it?
Yeah.
Did you watch it before the tea? Or after?
No, I watched it after the tea.
Me too.
Yeah, honestly, good marketing move because I was never going to watch that movie.
Oh my God.
But the tea was so hot. I was like, I got to know what these people are talking about.
Okay, so if you don't know what's happening, the movie It Ends With Us, which was by Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, whatever. Basically she had during the press, during like when the movie was coming out, people were like slandering her like, oh, like that she didn't care about, because the movie's essentially about women like being abused, like physically abused, I guess, like just abuse.
It's like cycle of domestic violence.
Yes, that's the word. Yeah. There we go. Thank you, Diva. And then kind of like just ending that cycle, right? We're not going to spoil the movie, you haven't watched it, but that's like what the movie's essentially about. And people were like on her before the movie came out because in the interviews, she wasn't like talking about domestic violence. She was just making it very cute. Like if the movie was
pushing
about
her hair care.
Yes.
And telling people to wear their florals and wearing these sparkly, wearing Britney Spears VMA dress. I lost my mind. I was going to set my phone on fire. I was
did you see how she dressed her sister?
No.
She styled her sister. Her sister's did you know her sister's like the one who plays like the young? Okay. So she styled her super like with the girl in the movie. It was kind of like, like main character, but like.
And those outfits are heinous.
Criminal. Babe. Okay, Blake. I'm not against Blake. Like I don't even really care. Like I'm
waiting for the info to come out of the lawsuit, but girl,
Blake
the
is
one thing that's criminal,
but yes,
are those damn outfits.
The outfits, Blake, the outfits from the movie, inserting them here if nobody has watched the movie. Basically, like the girl in the book, because this movie is based off a book, and in the book, when people read the book, you kind of get like an image of like how these people are supposed to look and act and whatever. Obviously, because the author is giving you a visual. So Blake was like the costume. Oh my God. The costume designer, sort of. Like she was kind of like involving herself in that.
Yeah.
And she was picking the outfits. And everybody was so mad when the movie came out because they were like.
I'm still mad.
Literally.
Girl, what?
The beanie?
No one dresses like this.
Nobody dresses like that.
That is what a famous person thinks a florist dresses like.
Yes.
She's like, this is what poor people wear.
It's like boho homeless chic.
Yeah.
What is going on?
I dropped the chic. It's boho homeless. Like,
boho homeless.
I don't know what they were thinking.
Oh my God.
With that wardrobe. And then she pops out on the red carpet
looking
wearing
gorge.
Looking gorge. What are we talking about?
Oh my God. Well, so the point is, people were mad at her for the outfits. People were mad at her for basically not like talking about what the real core meaning of the movie is about, which is like domestic abuse and violence and whatever.
Yeah.
She was just kind of making it like, grab your florals and your flowers and your
buy my hair care
and just come use promo code ugly clothes.
Literally.
So, okay, people were mad at her. And it was kind of like everybody was mad at her. Fast forward, she comes out with a lawsuit against the co-star, which was also the director for the movie, which is Justin Baldoni, who was playing like the abuser in the movie.
Yeah.
And she was just kind of saying that he like, I guess like sexually assaulted her a little bit
she's claiming sexual harassment and possibly assault. I don't know.
Yeah. I guess harassment is the right word. Like basically that he was like sniffing her when he shouldn't and like
making sexual comments towards her and stuff,
showing and talking about like he used to have a porn addiction because now he's like an avid spokesman about like women and like he's on this.
He was on the red carpet like only talking about the domestic violence aspect for the most part,
and he decided to bring the movie to life. So it was like his project about like wanting to like shine bright on like domestic abuse and like he's like an avid for that. So people were like, wait, the avid for all this stuff, he's an abuser? Like he was sniffing her and showing her and talking about porn and this and that. And it became a whole thing like, not him being like, So then that became the narrative for a while. And she had like in the lawsuit included some texts and some things. And it was looking a little bit like, oh, is he like a bad guy? Like, this is crazy.
The public perception got so flipped. Yes. Like when she, and I believe victims, I believe survivors always. Since then, though, the evidence that's come out is crazy. Like,
oh my God. So then he started suing, I think the New York Times, because they were the ones that came out with the... is that who?
I think.
Somebody, allegedly. Oh, you know how people put allegedly in podcasts? You have to, this whole story is alleged, okay? Alleged. This is how we avoid lawsuits around here, okay? Allegedly, somebody, a New York Times, something like that. I don't know, a big...
Yeah.
We don't remember who. Okay?
Big publication.
Why are people getting their news source from us? You should have logged
We brought this up. I don't know. We were like, let me tell you about something except allegedly and please don't sue us. And allegedly, we don't know anything.
And we don't remember people's names. No. And we don't know
what
a lot of the
publication
details.
Was it? I don't know. All I know is those heinous outfits. That's the only thing I'm sure of.
Heinous outfits we're sure about.
Yeah,
okay?
that's hard evidence.
Oh my God. Well, basically, I don't know. Some big, like, reputable people with the news came out with her and they were like exposing this stuff. Anyways, he was suing them for basically slandering him and because they had reached out to him and been like, hey, do you have anything to comment? Mind you, he had 4 hours to respond. Like literally, you have 4 hours to respond or they were going to publish it anyway. So his team kind of like replied with some stuff, but then they didn't even post the stuff that he said, which is kind of like wrong because as a journalist, you're supposed to show both sides. So that's why he started suing them because they weren't like showing both sides, even though they asked him to comment. Okay. Then he comes out with another lawsuit suing who? We're so lost.
Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively.
Yes. There we go.
Yeah. And he like provided text messages that were the same text messages
with the full context
that Blake had provided in the first place, except they had edited them to look different.
She had basically just made it seem like he was like being weird and this and that. But when you see the full text and the full context, Diva, it was not giving weird.
It wasn't giving weird. From what I've seen, it was not giving harassment.
Now, he also dropped some, because she claimed that he was like sniffing her and talking about like her smell and her spray tan or something.
And somehow he was walking in the trailer when she was breastfeeding or something like that.
No, I don't know about the breastfeed. Like I haven't seen anything.
That's what they were saying.
I heard that, but I don't know about the tea to to go against that.
He says that she he has text messages of him like being like, oh, we need to run through some lines, and she was like, oh, I'm just breastfeeding, like come in the trailer.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my God. Well, what I saw was when he posted like the full scene of them like when he sniffed her, and it was like,
oh yeah, I've seen that too.
Completely like not how her team painted it to be. Allegedly. You won't catch me, babe. Allegedly.
That's my favorite word.
So then, yeah, it seems like now the tides have turned again. Now everybody's kind of like Justin Baldoni said. But the real tea is people were like kind of blaming Blake at first. So we're like, this girl, like, she's kind of a liar. But now the new tea around town is that Ryan was jelly. Ryan is Blake Lively's husband in real life. They also met on a movie set where Ryan allegedly cheated on his ex-wife at the time with Blake Lively, allegedly. And that's how they got together. So it's like a known thing in Hollywood where people fall in love and set. Obviously, it makes sense. You're pretending to be in love. Usually the people are hot. And like, how do you not fall in love if you're making out and pretending to be in love? I would fall in love.
In the first grade, I was lead star in a play and I had the biggest crush on the guy who was the lead star with me forever.
And she has him on her manifestation board to this day.
Yeah, no, it's hung up in my bedroom.
Yeah, above her bed. And she prays to him every night. And so that's the problem. Like, people obviously are pretending to be in love. They fall in love. And so apparently, allegedly, the tea is that he showed up to set one day and he was like, okay, like, let me watch like the footage that was recorded today. Like, just like randomly, like kind of like dropping in like, okay, let me see if they're falling in love.
Yeah.
He watched the footage. He didn't like it, allegedly. And allegedly somebody heard him and Blake arguing in her little trailer. And ever since then, he started wanting to like co-write and change like the script and like be in the editing room and just like, and did you see that he made like alleged like jokes at Justin in his movie Deadpool?
No.
Yeah, like he was allegedly like sending shots. Like, I'll show you at the end. I'll insert it right here.
You know what else is very criminal? I am tired of y'all trying to convince me that Ryan Reynolds is hot.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. And you know what? Controversial. I'm going to throw this in there. Ryan Gosling. I'm tired of it.
You know what? I think maybe the Ryan part confuses women. Maybe they dated a Ryan before and they get like,
who hasn't? You know,
I haven't, but I know my best friend's dating a Ryan. If you haven't dated a Ryan, somebody you know has dated a Ryan.
Everyone's fallen victim in some way or another to a Ryan
for sure.
Yeah, I don't understand why they keep getting cast and everything.
I guess they're good like actors.
They are.
Obviously, they're talented. And you know, okay, here's the thing. Here's the hot take. No two women find the same guy hot. And that's a fact. And women were objectively attractive. Like 100 men can agree in one room, like, this girl is hot.
Yeah, objectively.
There's no two women that are gonna be like, yeah, this guy's hot. Like, it's so rare. And
it's very rare.
And if you find it, like, usually, like, then the guy has to be gay. Like, and he's just like such a diva that he's like hot, but he's gay. Because that's the only reason why he's hot. Because he's gay. Like Bretman Rock.
Bretman Rock, yeah. He's beautiful.
Beautiful. Gorgina.
Troye Sivan.
Yes.
I love Troye Sivan.
Gay.
Super.
So that's the only time that women agree when a guy's hot. He just so happens to be gay.
Yeah.
And that's that. So, Ryans, we're not trying to be mean to y'all. We just don't see the hype.
I'm sure there's some good Ryans out there. But
look,
Ryan Reynolds, please.
And they have hot wives.
Yeah.
So clearly, like, you know, beauty's in the eye of the beholder for women for sure. We never think, anytime I've met my friends' boyfriends, I'm like, are you sure? And it's the same thing vice versa. They're like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, he's hot to me. Like, he's so hot to me.
Do you and your friends have like different types?
All the time.
Me too.
All the time. And the only time that I've known a girl that has had the same type as me, we're not friends anymore.
It always works out that way.
Yeah.
Me and my friends, we are like all over the board. It's perfect. Like,
yes.
We cover all bases, but it's all different. No crossover.
Let's not be weird. Like, okay, Venus and I like the same like attitude within a man, like the same like essence, like a very masculine man.
Yeah.
But we don't like the same looking type of guys. You get me?
No, yeah.
Because then we would have to fight. Then it would get real nasty. Then it would be like you and your roomie.
Apparently, I didn't know we liked the same guys, but apparently we did. Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
So, Ryans, we're not trying to be mean. But the point about the Ryan thing is like, the new tea around town is that the real villain is not Blake. It's Ryan.
And are we surprised that a man in the story is a villain?
No. But honestly, okay, hot take. Like, if I was Blake, I'd be like, yeah, you should be, like, fighting and fuzzing over me. Obviously, he's kind of ruining her career a little bit.
Super. Allegedly.
But, like, I would want my man to be that crazy for me.
I agree with you. At first, I was
so toxic of me. Like, nobody should want that. Like, honestly, leave him, queen. Allegedly. But.
Leave him, queen, allegedly.
But, you know, I do like a little toxicity. Like, I like my man to be a little screw loose up there.
Wow.
You know?
That is a hot take.
You're like,
I love nice boys.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I hate a nice guy.
And most girls do
Yeah.
for some reason,
but you
which
like
is
a
why
nice-
there's like never crossover between me and my friends.
Yes, love that.
I love
for you.
someone who's just nice and wholesome and sweet.
Okay, I like my men to be nice, sweet, and wholesome to me, like princess treatment to me. But I like them to be like insane about like me around another man.
I don't like that at all.
Oh,
I'm like very not like into like jealousy. I don't really get jealous. Like I hate it. Like I get it to a certain extent. Like obviously if someone's like blatantly hitting on me in front of you, like yeah, say something. But I can't stand that. Like I saw you talking to that guy. Who is he?
Oh,
bro.
Oops.
I hate it. Like
I like it.
I can't stand it.
I need to clarify for the viewers. I'm a Leo with a Scorpio moon. Okay, so by nature, I'm toxic. And I like a little toxicness back. A healthy toxic, I'm not talking about like, who is that guy? And then they beat me. I like a who's that guy? And then like, oh, like if I see him again, I'm gonna kill him. You know?
Yeah, I get that to a certain extent.
Yeah. But like cutesy, like don't actually be like too legit about it. Like,
do you think women can have male friends outside of a relationship?
No.
Yeah.
And I don't think men should have. I think the exception is if it's like a couple and we're cool with them.
Right.
But
honestly,
not
that almost
like,
scares me more.
But like you shouldn't be hanging out with them. It's like the only time that you should be like talking to women is like if they're in our circle and it's like, oh, that's his wife. And like we only talk when we're all together.
Right.
And you should be ignoring her half the time.
Yeah.
And I'll be ignoring him. But like, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I don't believe in like, no.
Yeah.
Do you? Well, you're not toxic, so like obviously that makes.
I have male friends.
Yeah, but you're literally you don't even like a guy being jealous. Like,
yeah, no,
that makes sense for you.
Well, honestly, like I never had too many issues because a lot of times like they're like my most recent ex, he was friends with all my male friends. And we also are very close and have been very close for a long time. So it was always kind of like a package deal. Like he knew like we were going to be tight and stuff, and he's tight with them too. So it's fine. I think it's strange to start up a new friendship with someone of the opposite sex during your relationship. Sure. I think that's very strange.
For sure.
I don't understand that situation. Acquaintances, sure. Like if you see him at work all the time or whatever, but like y'all be hanging out like without me and y'all became friends during our relationship, I find that strange.
Yeah, no. There's people obviously that I'm cool with that are men like that. I'll say like, hey. But like, hey. But maybe it's also like a jaded perspective because I've never had male friends anyways.
Right.
Like, you know, not really like that for me to. And I've never dated anyone who's had like a girl that's like a friend. Like.
I get that.
So I think it's just been like I'm not used to it, so it's always been like hell no. But maybe if I seen it and like in front of me, and I'm like, oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
but I don't know. It would have to be like, I mean, it's funny because in my head I was gonna say I would have to feel like he's not gonna F her. Like I would have to feel like she's kind of ugly, but then that's literally how you went down. Yeah, so
it's walking thin
maybe
ice.
she should be super hot. Like maybe that's actually the safer bet.
Honestly, I kind of agree with you. I almost would feel safer if
that
she was like
wouldn't want to fuck him.
Yes. Yeah. If she was like way out of his league, I'd be like, okay,
I wouldn't
perfect.
touch him with a 10-foot pole.
That would be ideal. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I haven't, but maybe like if I ever have that scenario, I'll hit you up and I'll say, hey, it was a slay, or I hate it and you were wrong.
Honestly, yeah. I feel like at this age, maybe. I mean, I don't seek male friendship by any means. Yeah. You know, like I seek female friendship. And honestly, I've been having a hard time with that, like finding new friends.
Really?
Yeah. Like now that like I'm out of a relationship and I'm single, I have a lot more time to myself.
Yeah.
Not good. Like cannot be alone. Straight jacket. Like, you know.
Yes.
So I've been trying to like make more female friends, but it's so tough. Like, I don't know. There's so many different kinds of personality types with all people, but like women especially, I feel like there's like this pipeline that some women go down that I just can't get down with, you know? Like, I'm on Bumble BFF. Have you ever been on Bumble BFF?
No, that's a thing?
Yes. It's Bumble for friends.
Nobody told me that.
Girl, yeah, I'm on it.
Is it a slay or is it weird?
It's a slay.
Okay.
I feel like I used it a few years ago and it was kind of whack back then because there wasn't as many people on it. But I've been using it recently. It's pretty slay. Actually, me and Stephanie, we worked together, but then we matched on Bumble BFF. And so the next time at work, we were like, are we besties now? Like, are we friends? And we've been friends ever since.
That's okay. So how does it work? Can you describe for us? Because I don't know what how it works. Like, first of all, I've never had a dating app. So I don't even, like, I know people swipe or like yes or no, whatever. But so describe to us Bumble BFF.
Okay, so it's essentially like any dating app. Like,
Yeah.
you have like the picture of them, and then they have like a description, and then you swipe like right or left, and then if you guys match, you like message.
Oh, and okay, so then like what's in the description? Like what's in your description?
I don't really know. I think it says something along the lines of like, I'm Kelsey. I'm a Sagittarius. You got to put the sun sign in there.
That's so funny.
And that are like cats. And then I have something in there about Aura, about my company, and how we do events all the time. And I was like, we'll always have plans because I throw events all the time. It's like something like that. So yeah. Okay,
that's cute. Oh my God, I had no idea that was a thing. That's honestly a genius like app.
It is. Honestly, there's a lot of like normal people on it. Like there are some weird people on it, but
have you met somebody on there that you're still like cool with? Obviously, apart from her.
A lot of people, yeah.
Really?
I met her when I first moved here, like kind of through Bumble BFF, even though we worked together. And then I met this other girl, Raylan, who we became really good friends. Like I'm still besties with her. She doesn't live here anymore, and then my friend Cheech, my friend Vanessa, my friend Amber. I've met a bunch of my friends.
So what do you mean you're having trouble making new friends? You have a roster.
Well, I know.
I have like 2 friends.
But they're all like, honestly, a lot of them have moved away at this point. Like,
okay.
The only ones my 2 friends that I hang out with
are
all
they
the time,
like Miami, LA divas now?
One's a California diva. One's a Tampa diva. Yeah. Oh, they're divaing out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's why they're gone.
They're surpassing me. Yeah, for sure. I'm like, girl, don't blame you.
I love Orlando. I don't know. I can't imagine like leaving. I feel there's enough here to do, and it's not overwhelmingly like a party city.
You. People talk about Miami a lot, and I love Miami. Love going to Miami on a trip. I don't think I could live there.
If I lived in Miami, I would go insane.
I feel like I would.
You would find me dead on a yacht.
I don't have that gene where I can say no.
Exactly.
I go to everything. I do everything. I never say no. I'm like, how soon do I have to be ready? I'll make it work. Like,
no, and I can't do that.
I know, and I can't. It's not good for me.
I like it because we're close enough. We can make a drive. We can make a little weekend trip, but you're not like stuck there in a party mode all the time.
Yeah, I just feel like it'd be really overwhelming.
Even
just like, I live over like by campus, by UCF.
Okay.
For a specific reason, and it's because I want to be able to go to Publix and not see everybody I know. Like,
yes,
I couldn't live downtown.
No.
Because imagine me in my messy bun, like,
oh my God. You see how far out I live?
Yeah, you do live far out.
Babe, I'm out the way. Like,
yeah.
If I'm going out, I'm going out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to stay out all night because I'm not going out the next day.
Right.
Like, that's a drive for me.
Yeah, it is.
Thank God. Before I used to live like right next to the turnpike. Like, I'm sure you got off the turnpike to come here. You saw them blue apartments, sort of.
I'll look when I go home.
Literally, like, right there. So anything was like 20 minutes, but like downtown was like 20 minutes, like everything was 20 minutes. Not even that I would really take advantage of it, but it would be way easier to like just pop out. Now I have to think about it. Now it's like, babe, you didn't tell me within 3 hours, like I can't make it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
No.
Yeah, I could not live somewhere where like I would have constant fear. Even like the gym, I have 2 memberships. I have one to 24 and one to Crunch. And I never go to Crunch.
Never.
Because that you might as well be going out downtown.
I always have made the joke that Crunch is like the tier of gyms.
Precisely.
It is.
Precisely.
No, I pay so much money to go to like one specific gym. So much. Like first of all, I'm going to go bankrupt paying for the gym. I might as well just go on a trip instead of paying for the gym. But it's just to not see people I know. And not even like, I wish I could just see the girls. Like if there was like a gym, first of all, an aspiration of mine is like podcast blow up and make like literally a girl gym, like an all girl slay diva pink everything gym.
Yeah.
Because of, why is that not the phenomenon?
They have some in some places.
Some places.
Yeah, but not a lot.
And I would make it like, I think also like boy girl side, like literally you have to be secluded, and maybe like a middle ground where like if you want to like see somebody,
I like that idea.
You could like, if you're feeling really hot that day, you could go to like the middle section where it's like everybody inclusive, and that's where like there will be like the smoothie bars and like the whatever, like the social things along with like a middle gym, but then there will be like a all blue boyish gray like boy court,
plaid,
and then like the super cutesy like pink side of the gym, like all girls, and you cannot like
Yeah, I can't do the gym because I am so mean in my head, you know, like things I would never say out loud, like they just pop in my head, and sometimes I scare myself. I'm like, oh wow, that was harsh, you know, like But sometimes I'll be at the gym and like whenever guys are on like the like squat racks or the hip thrust machine, especially, I'm like,
okay. What are you doing? Right.
Like, what are you doing on that? Like, sorry, that was so rude. But like,
but it is giving diva.
It gives diva. What are you doing there?
You should only do it when the girls aren't at the gym. Because
these are
first
for the
of all,
girls.
These are for me. Like, get out of it.
Girl, there's one machine and you've got your thighs the size of my face, like on it. Now I'm gonna have to wipe it down twice.
Ew. I think it's because they want to see the girls. Like, they want a girl to come up to me like, how many more sets do you have?
I never ask anyone how many sets they have. First of all, I don't like talking to people. And second of all, I'm not going to wait. If I'm at the gym and someone's on it, I'll spend a couple minutes on the treadmill. And if you're still not off, guess I'm not doing that today.
That's my sign.
That's my sign.
And
bye.
I'm going home.
No, yeah.
No, shout out to my gym. I've never had to like ask anybody for anything. Like, I go in the off times, first of all, because like I know when the off times are. Thank God I have like free will to like go whatever time I want. So that's one. And two, it's not anybody I know there. I've only seen like one girl that I know, and she was doing like a guest pass thing, like, and that's it. Thank God. I've never seen a man that I know, never seen a girl that I know except that one time.
I don't see people I know at my gym either.
Slay.
Yeah. It is like a cheap gym, which is good, but it's not cheap because the amount of money you have to spend on outfits to look good at the gym because you're going to see everyone you know.
Oh my God.
Kind of like...
It's
comes
the
out.
worst. Like, that's why I'd rather go to my gym. I know I'm not going to see anybody. If I want to wear the same leggings 3 times in a row and be nasty.
And I certainly will.
I'm going to wear them 3 times in a row and be nasty.
Especially on the new year, after my birthday, I decided to start going twice a day.
Oh.
I know, because I wanted to lose some weight. Girl, how much clothes do you think I own? Like,
no. And
eventually it's going to get to sweatpants, sweatshirt time.
Yes.
Like,
and I was sweating it, so I might as well sweat in it twice.
And you lose more weight if you're hot, so.
Hey. Period. No, yeah, I hate the idea of seeing people I know at the gym. I'd rather go in there looking ugly. Go in there. First of all, I wear yoga pants all the time at the gym. So it's like, I'm not in there like the hot influencers, like with the tight leggings. Like, I like me like a yoga pant. Like, I'm a yoga pant mama. Yeah.
I do too.
A yoga pant with like a little, I do like a tight shirt, but like a yoga pant flared fold over. That's my vibe. And that's not really like the
fashionable.
Yeah, like that's my shit though. Like,
me too.
I'm gonna wear this shit till I die.
I wear sweatpants sometimes or like a t-shirt.
That's so hot though.
Yeah, I don't care.
I like that. I want to be comfy. Them really tight ones, and they sit in your stomach so tight. I can't breathe.
I can't breathe either.
I can't. I have to do a fold over yoga. Like, I can't breathe. I'm gonna get really pissed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass out. I'm gonna get really pissed and pass out.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
I don't think I have that gene to be a gym girl. Like, I go to the gym a lot. I do work out. I know the workouts, but I'm not so into it that like I want to like film myself or teach other people how to do it. No. I'm not that good, and nor do I want to be that good. I want to stay fit enough to where I can go drink spicy margs on the weekend and it's not going to affect my body, and that is all.
And that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's like the problem nowadays. Like, everybody, like, if you're good at something, people would just want to like be an influencer in that
monetize
thing.
it.
Yeah, and it's like, do your thing, diva. But then you're going to start hating it if you don't really love it. Like, if I had to make content at the gym, like, I would hate the gym.
That's definitely not something up my alley. Yeah, no. I would. Making content to me, unless it's like a TikTok where I'm just like filming it randomly, I'm sitting in my room, it feels like labor. Like, it doesn't feel fun to me if I have to set the camera up, put up lighting. Like, we both sew. Yeah. So like sometimes I'll try to make TikToks of like my sewing stuff. Yeah. But then halfway through, I'm like, this sucks. Like, this bright light is in my face. I'm getting hot. Yes. Like,
and sometimes you scratch the outfit and like you go with something else.
Yes.
And what do you want me to do? Like, midway, like tell that story? I don't care.
No, I've been filming myself for 2 hours just for this corset to be, the boning is inside out. The boning is the wrong way.
No, I'm not doing like.
And now I'm like, well, I'm going to trash it anyway. So this video is worth nothing.
No, I don't want to show the whole process. Like,
I don't either.
And do you like sewing?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't really like sewing.
You just like designing?
No, I don't even. No, like ways that came about. Like, I used to just like get the stuff sent from like overseas, and then I had like a awareness of like, oh, there's like probably children making this. Yeah. And also at the same time, I couldn't get like the things that I wanted and the sizes that I wanted. Like when I was buying the bikinis from overseas, like they only came in one size because it's like Asians making it. They're like, one size, like you shouldn't be fat anyways. So, and that's not working over here, right? Like, I have big titty, big booty girls trying to get into it and they couldn't. And I was like, okay. So anyways, it was like a push to shove that made me like get into sewing. Like, okay, I don't want kids making this. I want to be more versatile for my audience.
Did that affect like your bottom line? Like, did you have to charge more for the bikinis?
Yes, for sure. Because I was making them. I wasn't ordering them for a couple dollars. So it went from being $65 for a set, which is already a lot for a bikini, to $120 for a set. Which the girls were like, oh, but the girls like get it. And it's like, I'm sewing it. It's taking me like a lot of hours to make this. And like, it's not a kid in China making it. It's me, babe. Yeah. So it's like and I understand like sometimes I can't afford like if I had to buy $120 bikini, I would think about it a couple times. So
yeah, totally.
I'm not shaming nobody who can't buy it. Like I'll have to think about it. If I don't even, first of all, half of the collection that I have out, I don't even have one for myself because I would have to sew it.
Yeah.
And it's all that time. And I don't have that time. Like, I don't care to sit there. I'll literally, like, for example, like if Ashley, my best friend, if she's like shooting for the campaign, she'll have one because like you keep the one like you're shooting in and stuff. And like when I have to go on vacay or something, I'm like, can I borrow that one? Like, I didn't make myself one. Like, I don't have one.
Yeah. You would think a lot of people ask me about sewing and they're like, oh, you must save so much money. Like, it costs me more to sew my own clothes than it does to buy them.
Literally, they don't understand so much.
Yeah.
The only time that it's worth it is like a quick flip. Like if you have to make a tube top,
if
a
it's
tube
a thrift
dress,
flip, yeah,
a little thrift flip. But even that, the thrift flip takes so much like mental note.
It does.
If you already have an inspo pic of what you're gonna make and you're just remaking it, okay, fine.
Sure.
And even that takes some time. And like I'm tired and I did it wrong and the seam is inside out and I didn't have the elastic and I'm pissed. Okay, fine. But when you don't even have the inspo pic and you have to design what you want,
it's hard. It's really hard.
There are divas that I know, like girls that I follow that literally are like sewing legends and they just do the hottest flips. And that's not like in my core. Like I like creative.
You know Mackenzie?
Mackenzie.
She does Suspects. She's like in Orlando and she sews. She has her own clothing brand.
I think I know who you're talking about. She's like tan, skinny, but like nice body.
Yeah, blonde.
Blonde?
She's super blonde.
No.
Anyway, I'll show you later. She makes her own clothes and they're phenomenal. Like,
love.
They look so good. She's such an inspiration. But and people ask me all the time, like, would you sell me something? It's like, yeah, but the amount of time and money it's going to take me to make something, I doubt it's going to be worth it to you.
Yes.
I'm going to have to charge you like over $100 because it's going to take me 9 hours.
Yeah.
And like $40 worth of fabric to do.
Yeah, because you also have to budget in the fabric of me messing up your outfit.
Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna mess up at least once.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to recut it
literally
2 or 3 times.
No, I do customs and that's like a lot of my income, like customs. And it's so like stressful because it's like what you're saying, like, and every time somebody hits me up, usually it's like a custom I've never made. Like it's so rare that I get like the same design twice. Like it's always like, can you recreate this? And it's like, yeah. So now I have to learn how to make this thing I've never made. Yeah. Which is like time. It's not fair to charge you for the time it's going to take me to learn. Yeah. But it's also like I am spending this time.
It's really hard. I feel like I can design things well. Like
You can.
Visualize. Yeah. I'm pretty good. I have like a sketchbook. I'm not good at drawing, but I'm pretty good at like visualizing what I'm going to want. And I'm fairly good at sewing, but not good enough to where I'm going to be quick about it. Like it's going to take me forever.
Yeah, for sure. I have like a couple of the machines, so that helps with like making it faster. But to me, the hardest part is like if I have to learn how to make something that I've never made. And it's like that learning curve takes a while. And it's like nobody's paying me for the learning curve. And same thing when I have to go out. Like when I had to go to Katana's thing, like I didn't know what I was going to wear, and there was nothing at the mall that was leopard that I already had. Like, I didn't have anything cheetah, leopard, and there was nothing in the mall hot that was, like, cheetah, leopard last minute. And I found that fabric at Mango. Have you ever been to Mango's? No. It's, like, the store. It's kind of like Sophia Richie vibes. It's, like, hot mom, but, like, sometimes a little too mom. Like, you'll find a thing or two in there that are, like, Sophia Richie, and the rest is like, okay, Sophia Richie when she's like 50. Right. So you have to play. But they had like that fabric, and then it was like $20. It was on sale from like a $60 outfit, long, ugly dress to $20. I was like, okay, $20. And it was like a nice fabric. So I got it. And then I had to like 2 days, like turn around, make this outfit. I didn't know what I was going to make. I had like created, I'm going to put it right here, like different options of what I was going to wear it as like a dress. And like the decision making process to me is so much more stressful because I'm not like a visionary, like this is what I want the outfit to be, unless I already know what I'm recreating. Right. So it's, the point is it's not my vibe.
The worst is when you get like not fabric, but an outfit that you now have to like turn into a different outfit.
Oh my God.
Because you've got one shot.
That's how I felt.
If you cut it wrong, you're screwed. Like, there's no coming back.
There's no coming back.
No.
You know how many things I thrift that I'm like, oh, I'm going to flip?
My closet, I have a box in my closet just filled with old clothes from other people that I don't know.
I'm going to put a footage of this in
That's just like thrift flip clothes.
Literally, like, or like old fabrics. And they're like so many fabrics of like all the years. I'll put a pic. But it's like, babe, I've never done anything with that stuff. And those drawers filled with fabric. You can see the fabric coming out. No, doing nothing with it. Like, it's so stressful. People don't understand. Like, it's not that fun. Like, it might be for the girls that like it. But, like, if you don't really love it. Yeah. Oh, it's labor. It's hard labor.
I think it's fun. But the pitfalls of it, like the losses when I mess something up really bad. Yeah. It's like discourages me so bad. I'm like, yes, because it takes so much time. Or like when you think something is going to work a certain way, like if you're trying to make something, you're like, okay, I'll cut it this way thinking that it's going to work, and then it doesn't work and you have to try something else. I'm throwing it away. I'm never doing it.
I'm acting like that never happened.
I'm acting like I never did that. No, I'm deleting the TikTok video.
Bye. Not doing it again.
Never.
No, it's true. Like when I do slay, like I felt like such a slay at that katana, like the katana outfit. It
was such a slay.
Thank you. I love that outfit. There was like a picture of like this red 2-piece I had made on my Instagram. I also love that outfit. Yeah, so when I do slay it, I'm like, yes.
No, when I slay it and I can wear it out, I feel so on top of the world. Yes. And people ask you like, oh, where'd you get that?
Made it last night.
No,
made
it's
it
so impressive. It's such a flex.
Yes. So not us loving it, not us changing our... So we love it. We love sewing.
Yeah, we're slowly changing. Yeah. We've changed our opinion on a lot of topics.
Yeah. We're like Blake Lively, but then Justin, but then Blake, but then Ryan.
I'm easily convinced.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Don't show me 2 TikToks because...
If you have a good argument, I'm like, okay, I'm on this side now. Yeah, like,
you got me.
I'm a Fairweather fan for sure.
I am definitely...
Whoever seems right in that very moment, that's who I'm going with.
And I've learned that so much about myself that now I'm like, you know what? Let me just stay out of it because I'm probably going to change my mind 5 more times.
I know. I try not to open my mouth, except I can't. Like, everything that I think immediately comes out of my mouth. Yes.
They don't get it. But you know what? That's a tea, and we like sewing, but we also hate it.
Yeah.
Wait, how did you get into sewing?
I just have always kind of been into fashion, and then it got to a point where I was like thinking of clothes. Like, you ever visualize something that you want to wear in your head? Like, you're going to an event or you're going to something specific, and you're like, I need this outfit that may or may not exist. Yes. Like, I'm just thinking of it in my head.
Or it's $300, and you're like,
or it's an outfit that you saw online, and it's like $500, and you're like, okay, I'm sure I could go to the mall and get something similar. And then you go to the mall, and there's like nothing there.
There's nothing ever at the mall. First of all, the mall sucks. Let's cancel the mall. The mall's canceled.
I love the mall, but like, get some better stores in the mall, please.
The mall's only good now for like Levi pants.
Like casual wear,
yeah,
for sure.
Like the stores that you like, okay, you walk into Aloe, you walk into like Aritzia, but if it's not like stores or like new stores, I feel like the old stores just don't hit anymore.
Yeah,
like,
no.
When have you walked into Forever 21 as an adult?
I was just about to bring up Forever 21.
And feel happy.
Dude, why do they got 2 floors in every mall? Who was buying anything here?
No, but that's why they're all closing.
Yeah, they are all closing.
H&M, when I was young, I used to go in there like, wow.
It was
Zara.
Poppin'.
Ooh.
Zara has kind of like, I haven't been to Zara in a while, but I'm not a huge Zara person. People love it there.
I feel like every time I see a Zara haul, it eats, and every time I'm in there,
yes,
there's nothing there.
People recommend it to me so often, and then I go there, and it's just like kind of old lady clothes.
But when I have done Zara online, I kind of see stuff that I never see in person.
The way that their website is set up pisses me off so bad. It gives me so much anxiety.
Zara, change your website yesterday. It's the worst website ever.
It's worse than going to the mall. I have less anxiety going to the mall than I do shopping on their website.
I've never actually bought anything from their website. It's so funny that you say I've always seen things. Yeah. I'm like, oh, let me finish filling up my cart. Can't do it.
No.
It's so it's the worst website
ever. It's overstimulating. Why are the pictures moving all the time? Just put them in a list. Like, put them in a grid.
Be normal.
Be normal.
You know who has the best... This is my... like, okay, who do you think has the best like online like store? Who comes to your mind? If you don't have one, that's fine.
Outcast.
I don't remember there's too much. For me, Skims. They have the best.
Skims has, yeah.
And I love that, like, when you, on Skims, if you select, like, the color of an outfit, the buttons, like, everything changes to the color of that outfit.
Cute.
You never noticed?
No.
Yeah, like, if you're gonna buy, like, let's say sweatpants, and you select the pink ones, like, all, like, the home buttons, like, everything changes to pink.
Oh my God.
It's so slay.
That's so much better.
I wish I could, like, copy paste like their what's it called, the coding.
Yeah,
because I make my own website, but I can't do all that. Like,
I'm really bad with technology.
Send me a code right now. Like,
yeah. I like when things are organized. Like, I want like top sellers, sale, tops, bottoms, jumpsuits, dresses. That's it. Like, I don't need like this collection, that collection. Like, Fashion Nova is good for doing that. A bunch of places are good for doing that. Like, Shop Our Valentine's. Give me what I asked for, which is dresses.
And you should know what I want. No, and then you should like dresses, and they're like mini dresses, long dresses,
oh my God,
maxi dresses,
party dresses, occasion dresses,
wedding dresses.
What is the difference between
cocktail
party
dress?
What's the difference?
Black mini dress?
No.
Oh my God.
Why do we have mini dress, little black dress, and cocktail dress as separate categories?
Are we not all fam in the club?
Can I not see them all at once? Like, please. And then I'll just be like, I'll get tired of it and be like, okay, show me all the dresses. And it's like, okay. And then it shows me the most egregious.
Yep. Oh my God. It's horrible.
It's horrible.
We need to have a meeting. We
Please,
should start sending out
somebody.
emails.
It must be like to drive business or something. Like maybe to spend more time on the website. I don't know. Like
I always click out. I
click out too.
No. You know, one thing Fashion Nova does have in their like good side is like they do have really fast shipping. And
yeah, they do.
If you have an emergency,
it's good in emergency.
You could do a Fashion Nova.
It's good in a pinch.
I can't remember the last time, but I it's always in my mind. Like if I have an emergency, I'm like, let's try. No.
I can't remember the last time I bought something on Fashion Nova other than maybe a Halloween costume. But if you like need like a themed outfit for something or like an outfit for a party and you need it fast, like honestly, there are some
fashion.
Yeah, there's some stuff on there.
Yeah.
Shoes too. They have cute shoes.
I've never really shopped their shoes like that.
They're gonna fall apart in 2 seconds, but if you're using them for one night,
and
it doesn't really matter.
They really have like their staple like models too. It's so crazy.
Oh my gosh.
I know a girl that like modeled for them. But they like Facetune her face out. Like they put another girl's face. So they just use like some girls' bodies and they just keep putting the same faces over it. Isn't that crazy?
I don't know if I could recover.
Oh my God. I honestly would be really butthurt.
I'd be so hurt.
But she said that they paid well. So I guess like that kind of helped.
I mean,
with the pain.
Maybe I wouldn't be hurt. I would tell everybody though.
No, she put it on her close friends, but
I would be in the streets.
I'm like, what do you mean? What's wrong with my face? And she's so hot. Like I would have.
Maybe they're just doing it for like brand recognition. Like, did they post like Jodie's face over it, like one of the staple girls?
No. I think they use like to me, I think it's like an AI face. I'm not gonna lie.
Shut up.
It looks like an AI face because she showed it, and I was like, I don't think this is a real girl.
Oh my God.
But I think they're kind of trying to create like another one of those. While using like, you get me, like, okay, we can't have this girl, but we want her to look like this in our head.
Yeah.
But she doesn't exist, so let's just put a body to it. I don't fucking know.
That's dystopian.
Maybe it's not fully AI. Maybe it's like a little bit edited. I don't know, but it didn't look real. I don't like it either.
That's why I don't like.
Weird.
I don't like shopping online.
Nothing ever fits like that because it's all
nothing
made
ever looks
weird,
right?
It's all like BBL Liana's out. Like it's like, why does this fit like this? Like that's not my butt ratio.
It's absurd. Like none of the sizes ever make sense.
But at least you and I can like hem it, which a lot of people can't do.
Yeah,
but I've never done that.
I have a couple times, but honestly, most of the time things are too short on me. Like pants. I have a long torso, girl. I'm not even that tall. I just have a long torso, so dresses are like.
Yeah.
It's either got to be down here or up here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God,
like,
that's so annoying.
It's so bad.
But if I were you, I would just like, excuse you, I would just order like a large and then hem it.
That's what I've been doing. As I just always order like a large or an extra large and then I hem it.
That's so annoying. That is one good thing about Skims. You might as well just sponsor this. If I'm gonna mention you one more time, I need a check. But they do like they have like the tall girl, short girl.
Yeah.
Medium girl.
They need
They do have it. They have like tall girl like for their dresses and their pants and all that.
We need that for
like,
all of them.
Yeah. But then they'll probably charge way more because then they have to make the same item like 500 times.
Yeah.
Whatever. F them. Well, I think we talked about everything under this. Did we miss
everything
anything?
I have to talk about.
Yeah.
I'm not knowledgeable on much, but that's about it.
Yeah, we gave you opinions that you didn't ask for. We talked about things we weren't qualified. But that's the point of this podcast.
It's pretty much everything, yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much.
It was so much fun having you.
I know. I
can't wait for you to be back when the pod looks different. We're going to elevate this room, okay? Maybe this will be the last or the semi-last before it looks different. So you'll have to be back.
Of course. I'll rub my brain cells together and think of some more topics.
Yes. Hopefully there'll be an update for the lawsuit then.
Oh, yeah. Yes. We'll have to go over that.
Anyways, that was my son. Thank you girls for watching. I'll see you all next Wednesday. Bye.